Something's missing. Maybe add the Nicky factor. Factor. The Nicky factor.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Am I audible? It better be audible. Am I edible? That too. It's just my seventh attempt trying to record a podcast. I just come up with am I audible or am I edible? I'm like both. I'm like what? I just start on that note. I'm like okay. 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 So that anyways. What do you want? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? It's just me. Cat is staring at me. I feel like cat calling. Someone is cat calling. A cat is cat calling. How come? For the six items, for the first one, the first time when I recorded it was very good. Okay. Before I head out and just fork out of each word and just say stories and not end even one of the stories and just just me just branching so much branching and all that you don't even remember. You are also as you will be carried away just like me. So like it just happened in 1 minute. Do you even remember what I said in the beginning? Or if you do, good job, bro. Like really proud of you. You'll be beating me in memory game. So what was I saying? Yeah, I'll give you an activity. Whenever you hear any background noise, you just try to guess what it is. That is your activity. Yeah. What can you hear right now? Nothing? Nothing? Then you don't have perfect pitch, bro. I'm sorry to say. How can you not hear things? Yeah, this is the only podcast where, the podcaster will be encouraging you to have a clear pitch, the perfect pitch. You know what a perfect pitch is? When, when I play a sound and you are able to say what note that is. The G sharp, octave, whatever that is. I don't know anything about that. I just know G sharp. Why is G sharp? Because girls are sharp. Taller, stronger, sharper. Was it Complain or Horlicks? Boost is the secret of my energy that I know. Yeah. See, I'm already fokin out. That's why. Oh, folk. Oh, that's scissors. No, I was like, is folk something related to lesbian things? Then I realized that it is scissors. Rock, paper. You know what a lesbian would choose in rock, paper, scissors? This is a very obvious joke. This is not even a joke. Hey, that's me. And that's my podcast. I think this is where I should drop the intro. Cue to the intro. Psych, I already did the intro. Because I'm just so lazy to search up this point. Or should I put in a little bit of effort that your situationship is not putting in? What are those talking stage situationship? Just get shadi and get a divorce and get alimony. Alimony. So what was I saying? I'm already lost. Oh, that's my face too. Like at 22, I'm like, I'm lost. Can someone give me a GPS? It's like, what is life? What is life? What are humans? And why do you have to complicate this much? We could have not evolved that much, and we could have just evolve का opposite क्या होता है? Degrade. Degrade doesn't sound like antonym. It just sounds like some other word. Like antonym should be very, very predictable. Like without using much brain, it should be like dislike, follow, unfollow. Like it should be like that. like evolve का devolve हो सकता है. But no, it is not a word. It's not a word. That's what she said. It was not even a that's what she said. No reason that random guy in Snap. I don't even remember who asked. I must have hit a conversation and he must be curious. Oh, podcast. Because that was the that was I used all of my digital marketing, the Google course that I did, which was just like, you know, as simple as like, you know, verify if you're a human wala checkbox. It was just as simple as that. I did like, you know, 17 lessons or something, and then after like I was like, not enough stimulation, and I remember now. I left it and I don't remember it. Oh, that sums up half of my situationships and all. So, hi. Whenever I say hi, just understand that I had no precursor memory about what I was talking about, and I'm suddenly like, we are back in it again. This cat is just staring at me, bro. I do understand I'm much beautiful than you, but I don't even know if it's a guy or a girl. Wait, a guy in a cat do catwalk too? Wow, they are so inclusive than humans. अगर कोई बंदा normally catwalk करता, if he is not a gay, how come he's not a gay then? That is my question. Fuck, like, you know, obviously. I'm inclusive like that, okay? I am inclusive. But inclusiveness does come up with my own rules, okay? If some like, you know, guy of like, you know, if some of my guy friend come out of the wardrobe with Sims, पहले बहुत कौन रहता wardrobe में, क्या कौन सी छुपन छुपाई खेल रहे हो तुम? So if he be like, Nikhila, no one calls me Nikhila, by the way, and that's why I keep forgetting my legit. Whenever I like, you know, there's this answer sheet, I'm like, what the fuck is my name? It happens. It fucking happens, okay? So because that's what it is. That answer, like, you know, that answer one of the trick question that it's yours, but other use it more than you. Then I'm like, my my abilities. They take advantage of my kindness. It's yours, but other use it more. Then I'm like, you know, do you want me to go to 18 plus? No, I don't think so. So yeah, I'm gonna move on from that one. But it's name, guys. Okay, it's name. कितनी गंद बुद्धि है, इतनी मंद बुद्धि, गंद बुद्धि. Yeah, I'm just watching too much of Kurukshetra. I just started watching Kurukshetra yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah. Oh, before I go into that part, remember Kurukshetra, okay? And what I was saying about. Hi. Hello. Welcome back to Nikifa. Yeah, I do cringe openly, publicly, because I'm proud of me cringing at the things that are cringy. People like, we are cringy and we know it. We know how to enjoy life. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's true, but I don't care. And that's just me about everything at this point. But I was talking about something and I forgot. Why was I talking? Forget it, guys. Suddenly, my brain is like, it feels like, no, my brain just have all of these images, all of these words, and all of these whatever things, and without any prime context or without any prior context, it just drops like this. You remember those salt guy? Like, you know, he just sprinkles salt like this with the glove, with the specs. You do remember? Come on, your brain can do better than my brain, okay? Because I'm giving you context. So it's like that. It's just my brain is trying to sprinkle all the context. No, all the pictures, memes, songs, words. Yeah, and I read. Okay, if you're using mobile, okay, if you're using mobile, can you search it up that there is a word for when the breezes through trees and it makes certain sound, right? What is that sound? There was a word. I feel like I don't know. My mind is like, is it mother? Is it mother? I'm like, no, chup re, let me think. And my mind is like, yeah, but is this mother? I'm like, no, I'll smother you. Smother is like something like smitten or something like. Okay, 10 minutes in and we got nothing. I guess that's what we call life. Again, what is life? Life is just life without a boy. That's called life boy or life without a boy, or it's a line without a hook. I know it doesn't make any sense and doesn't make any sense, but my brain was like, oh, it looks similar, must be similar. Yeah, it's just like ice and water. How is it similar? Because it's ice and it's just water. I'm sorry. I'm just like after the six times, the sixth time is just like me yapping for 34 minutes, not hours. That would be crazy. That would be really crazy. I don't know if YouTube can upload. I think there will be time limit, right, in YouTube? No, I guess because there are marathons, right? Like not marathon, like the revision marathons and all for a particular subject, and they just do for 23 hours or something. Yeah, that's 32 hours. What is the highest limit? Should we just do 127 hours and it should just explode and become infamous that like people should get confused between like 127 hours as a movie or as in the Nikki Factor podcast, and that's what we call dream, not dream. That's what we call delusions. Wait, let me. ChatGPT is much it's just lifesaver. I'm gonna jinx myself up and say this out because it needs recognition. How will people know? How will people know if you don't tell them? But yeah, ChatGPT is a AI, so what is wrong? I guess everything. So yeah, and let me search up. Bro, it's just me. I'm seeing my brother's ChatGPT history because we use our mom's mommy ka ChatGPT sometimes, and I saw something I shouldn't, but I also got some tea. That's good, but yeah. Anyways, so. But I he just texts so professionally. He talks to AI like he was in a corporate job, and then I'm like, bro, bro, ये कैसा हो सकता है? वो कैसा हो सकता है? अभी तुझे समझ में नहीं आता है क्या? समझ में आया क्या? Bro, that's a very shitty song, by the way. That is not even a diss track. That is a shit track. That's like a diss track for Divine, I guess. No, not Divine. Abhi, that guy. Raftar. I remember a meme that says Samay by like someone divides Samay Rehna with Raftar, and then they call it I'm so, what it is? What it is? This is something with D. I think I should search this before I search that word of breeze passing through the leaves. Fuck, is it distance? I didn't search it up, guys. I'm very honest. You remember the moment when the Dronacharya didn't believe. Yeah, I do respect all religions, but if you educate me enough, I'll also remember those facts, because I've seen Greek mythology the other day through through some reality show. Not Splitsvilla, please. I have standards. It was something like, it was Physical 100. I do like Korean reality shows like this because I've seen University Wars. It was so interesting. Bro, kitna, I felt so dumb when I was watching that. I was like, man, these guys. University Wars is like, some of the like, prestigious universities of uh, Korea. They just gather five people from each university, and they just like, go through a series of like, someone like, random in a group. There was this guy who was of I think he was doing MBBS in their MBBS तो नहीं बोलते होंगे उसको, मेडिसिन बोलते होंगे बाहर तो, and he was so fucking sharp, man. I was like, damn, bro. And he was like very prestigious, like, he was in a Seoul National University, which is supposed to be like, very hard to get into, but he had a very good SAT score and all. He was like, he just wow, yeah, I just remember like, usko 99 marks आए थे 100 में से, like something that equivalent. I was like, damn, bro, damn. And then all of the people were so brilliant in their own way. It was so good, like, I like it. I like that like, India should make Big Boss in that terms. It just stuck with big boss. Yeah, it's this big boss. Big bluff. And it's not even real, it's all scripted, motherfucking. अगर अच्छी में लड़ाई करी तो ऐसे बॉल खींचेगा, ऐसा मार लो. Those fights are not even entertaining, bro. I think the Big Boss, like, I got to know about Big Boss when it was introduced in Telugu. I didn't know that it existed in Hindi. उसका 10 सीजन्स हो चुके हैं करके, मुझे नहीं पता. बिकॉज मैं उतना बॉलीवुडिश नहीं थी, मुझे सिर्फ गाने और मूवीज़ पता थे. Because movies are something that you can watch anyways, like, I mean, like, anywhere. But these reality shows and all, you get to know when you watch the channels, right? And they, like, there are so many reality shows in South Korea. Fuck you, like, like, whenever I think I kind of understand whenever you feel like, you say some Korean reality show or like anything, and people will be like BTS, and I'm like, no, even I don't know what BTS is. I mean, I do know it's a blah and all. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna okay, let me not get hate comments for this one. You know what? Yeah, I'm really gonna hashtag BTS and all. Just so that I know that, like, I think that's one way, like, rage bait and then get fame. I think that is the trend now. Anyways, I'm late to trends anyway. I mean, I do understand that, like, it's very unfortunate that we got introduced to Korean entertainment industry via, like, this, no hate, but the representation was very bad when it came to BTS and all. And like, I kid you not, they're not even that famous in I mean, like, they are famous, but they are much famous, like, there are much famous ये उन लोगों का बहुत बड़ा धंधा है कि लाइक बहुत एजेंसीज की तो इतनी धंधा है उधर कि लाइक random company and be like, we manage sports people. I mean, like, I know that sports people will be managed by managers, and they are like, after watching Jerry Maguire, but like, it's just nowhere, like, even comedians have agencies, I mean, like, I think it happens here too, but it is just not that spoken of, because उधर तो ये धंधा का धंधा है, like, I think half of their economy runs on this thing only. Oh, there was this thing also, that BTS contributed this much percentage to the economy. Yeah, because, like, the fans who are like I remember that the first time that I ever got to know about them, how I was like talking to Okay, there's this friend, like, in intermediate. So there's this thing. First, if you're not from Telangana, or if you're not from Hyderabad, so it is like you don't have 11th, 12th if you're studying in SSA schools. So you have to take something called intermediate, that is the equivalent of 11th and 12th, and then you go undergrad after that if you wanna. I believe if you ask me right now, don't even take intermediate also. I mean, like, yeah, because like it starts from like right after the bat, like right after 10th. uh, just go for something which is very professional, okay? Like it will be much helpful. Like once you just have a dream, and you kind of, like, because the vision will be so narrow that you only keep thinking of, like, which of the 4 courses that I want to take. But the original question should be, what, like, in what I want to do that I won't be tired and I like doing it, not as a passion. Not as a passion. Never is equivalent to work, guys. Because guys, I'm back on guys terms, because the previous, like, 6 time I was like, you I was like, I'm not even on a call, and why am I addressing as you instead of guys? Because, like, guys is guys. When I say guys, I feel like, the spelling is GAIZ. Okay. Because if I say guys, that is GUIS. Anyways, yeah, but the question should be, what is something, like, I don't mind doing it. First of all, why do you even have to do anything? Again, that brings up to the question, what is life? Man, I love this so much. And I'm glad that, like, it took 6 attempts to reach this one. See, like, I saw this code, like, whatever wrong turn it made me, like, to this. Oh, it led me to this particular situation. Oh my god, my brain. This is what happens, like, sometimes all the information just traffic jam, and I'm like, I don't even have red, yellow, green command to my brain to just, like, channelize based on the, like, importance and all. Okay, I'll tell you. I was watching 127 hours, and, like, he says something that this rock have been waiting for its, like, since it was like a meteorite, and it was just waiting there. Oh my god, so many references. I'm just, like, controlling. That sigh was just me getting tired of all the references, and I'm unable to pick one. But yeah, I'm gonna continue and tell you that, like, ever since it was a meteorite, and ever since it hit Earth, and ever since, like, it just withstood all of the carvings of the canyon. He was in some horse, nah. Like, he was Blue John. Yeah, oh my god. I'm so glad. I remember Blue John Canyon, and like, Blue John Canyon is, like, so fucking. If you have claustrophobia, I really suggest you to do. I mean, it's good. Since when was the last time you actually feared? Actually did something that is worth fearing. If you say that, like, my mom discovering that I smoke is of actual fear, I will not buy that bullshit. Because I'm talking about, like, legit human thing, like, as an animal, not something as a whatever your name is. I don't know your name, okay? I was your name, but I don't know your name. This is me. Every time someone asks me your name, I was like, that's a damn good movie. The Red String Theory. Okay, back in 127 hours. So ever since I was a kid, I've been legit. If I was you, I would have cut my wrist, extreme all over my body. Okay, I feel like, really, when I was watching that movie, really, कि मैं इतना जीने के बाद एक पत्थर मेरे हाथ में टकराएगा. Yeah, guess the bike. That is that kind of optimism that I'm gonna sprinkle in your life. You do get the logo, right? Don't fucking tell me you don't get the logo. Because I decided for my 2 hands. I was so proud. Because it just happened. Okay, I'll save that story. But let me come back. It's like I work on Zoomies only. You know? But that, okay, real shit. But Zoomies is not an appropriate term for what it means. Don't you ever have a feeling that certain words don't represent what they mean? Like when I first heard God, this is my evergreen example. Because I don't think this is ever as, it felt it right in my, when you hit justifies, wherever it hits you, that way it hit me. Because that's what my definition of something when you feel even the clichés quote, some days it really comes alive and be it just not impact you, but you feel like, oh yeah, like you relate it, like you resonate. Yes, resonate. Resonate is a word and which suits its meaning. It sounds like when you say something and it is the meaning and you feel like, oh yeah, resonate is like, yeah, I agree. I'm in affirmation about that one. Affirmation is also okay. But when you hear, not with a tone, you saw the word, I don't know what tone you used, but this is I think half of the text misunderstandings happen because the other person is horrible at reading out loud and they just use the wrong tone. Okay, I don't know context. I was like, I was a very good girl today. Very, very good girl. Very proud of myself. Because I woke up in the middle of the night. You are living in my dream. You're getting a glimpse of what happens. Okay, that's what it that's what it is. I think that's what the objective, the purpose of this podcast is. Like when I was doing this podcast as a 6-week program, not a 6-week program, oh my god, I can't even refer it to as program because they want it to be very niche and very no, we don't do that. They are like on that tone. Key. It was 6 weeks and 6 days something. I don't even remember the camp. It's not a camp. I don't know what that is. I can't call it a program. I can't call it a camp. I can't call it a boot camp. So I only remember the person's name, who is Farza, and I got to know that this got ended the next season itself. Like उन लोगों का बंदी हो गया. I'm like, मैं जिधर भी जाती हूँ सारे close करके चल जाती हूँ. Yeah, let's go, cats are fighting. Bro, I have a very complex relationship with cats, but they are fighting. I'm all in with my popcorn. Literally. Lit fucking lee in all adverbs. All lee. Lee is a Asian household name, na? Yeah. So this rock was waiting for me. And it and then I found some reels saying so it's couple thing only. Because my algorithm is fucked. My Instagram is so adamant, it's so stubborn. It's just it's like मैं तुझे दिखाऊंगी कि मैं तुझे हर एक रोज दिखाऊंगी कि तू कितना भी ट्राई कर ले, कितने भी तरीके अपना ले कि do you think you can change my algo? Next life. Because it's just so hard. I mean, it's just taking my couple reels and I'm like, okay man, अब इतना देख भी लिया, I mean इतना try कर भी लिया change करने की. Now I'm just open Instagram, then I'm like everywhere couples, bro. Every fucking way. I'm just glad that they are good looking couples. Oh god, I'm not throwing a shade. but I might throw a fit. Fit check. Get ready with me. Get ready to get hate with me. Because I spoke most controversial topics on this. So yeah, I don't even know what is going on with the world. The last time I checked, there was budget. The last time I checked, Trump was crazy. Trump was crazy. And the last time I checked, Trevor Noah's last stint of, what was that? उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Gains था क्या? Met Gala था क्या? Oscars था क्या? Yeah, Oscars था. No wonder that random guy in Snapchat thought that they were two people. It just tickles my humorous का bone जो bicep के पास रहता है. It's called the funny bone, right? There's a funny bone. No, it's not because of how funny it looks. It looks sharp as fuck. Okay, it has so much calcium. What can be the risk of bones? Like skeleton? Like what? Which is the best looking bone? On that note, oh yeah, which is the best looking bone? Skull to nahi hai, please, if you say skull looks good, please think again, bro. Otters. I'm like my whole feed. I'm just so happy with my YouTube feed because it's just full with animals. It's full of animals. We love animals. There's so much Ellie. ELLIE. What do you think that is? If if that animal had a household name, it would be Pant, like Rishabh Pant. Yeah, like that. You're almost there. Keep going. क्या आपको ये word नजर आ रहा है? I'm gonna become the Dora, the explorer. Come on, bro. Okay, you already guessed. I'm assuming you guessed. I'm gonna be the economics, and I'm gonna make so many assumptions that have nothing to do. Because when I was explaining my brother about economics, he was like, ये तो ऐसा reality में नहीं होता. And then it clicked me, बात तो सही है, but just to know you. अबे father of economics कौन था? Who gave that definition, the last definition, the growth definition? Who gave that? Alfred. हमें सारे पास्ता के नाम क्यों याद आ रहे? Because I said Alfred. Fucking motherfucker. Okay. What kind of branding and marketing people are using? When I'm searching Ecomo, oh, this is my fault, sorry. Instead of Econo, I type Ecomo and I'm complaining. Economic tablets. Econom tablet uses. Economic survey in 2026. Economic times still okay. Economics okay. Econom sachet uses. What is there? Is a tablet called economics? Fuck economics. We're gonna use what? We're gonna see. Treatment of diarrhea. Oh, now kids, are you kids? If you're kids, why are you listening to my podcast? That is my question. And if you're a kid, where is your mom? Because I might flirt with her. Oh, mummy kaisi hai? If you know that joke, Okay, this medicine prevents the growth of infection causing microbes and helps treat diarrhea. Guys, if you have diarrhea, Econom sachet, buy that. If you're a medic, don't have Econom. What is your medic doing? I mean chemist. Okay. हम क्या कर रहे थे? Yeah, economic. Alfred Marshall? Is it Alfred Marshall? If it is Alfred Marshall, It's over for everybody. I don't think so. I'm just so scared now to type. Okay. Who gave Hindu name gate Mahatma to Gandhi? Who gave the do slogan to what? Sudarshan Chakra to Krishna. The slogan Inkilab Simba. The law of conservation of mass. Gada to Hanuman. The slogan Jai Hind, Big Bang Theory, Third Eye to Shiva. I think why it is more inclined towards mythology is because I was just constantly searching about, because I was watching Kurukshetra. I don't know how many topics I skipped to reach this point. Forget about that rock in 127 hours. I don't know what all the wrong turns that I took to reach here. In this, how many minutes has been? 35 minutes. And are you still doing my activity? Are you guessing what kind of bike this is? I think that was that bike, bro. Shine bike, I guess. Now guess this one. It looks chunky, but I don't know what that is. I feel like it's Apache, but it's not. And then there's the EV, and then there's a. Is it Pulsar? No. Bro, there's huge crush for Pulsar. I mean, yeah. My uncle, the same uncle that I've talked before. Oh, that was on previous podcast, not even this podcast. My bad. Who gave economic definition? Motherfucking, who was Alfred Marshall then? Adam Smith. Now I remember. Adam यार ऐसे नहीं करनी चाहिए. Now let's search for who is Alfred Marshall. Who is Alfred Marshall? There was Alfred Marshall. Yo, let's see. Let's fucking go. Alfred Marshall defined economics as a study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. Am I covering my speaker? Jab se. Good luck to you. Principles of economics. Wait. Study of both wealth and study of man. Wait, how? I think do भी दिए. So I'm not wrong. I'm just half right. So in the Kurukshetra they were saying like half truth is much or half lie is even more worse than lie. No, half truth is even more worse than lie. Because he say Ashwathama मर गया है, but इंसान नहीं, elephant है. If I watch, I mean, like, this particular series, it's an animation. Okay, 0 points for animation, first of all. Because I was like, because, bro, I watch anime, Japanese one. So don't expect me to fall for this animation. At least, like, Krishna, the only animation that I was like, in affirmative about was like, do you remember those Krishna and like, the cartoon, yeah, the cartoons were good. Like, cartoons ke like थोड़े different anime होते थे. Even the Telugu origin one, थोड़ा अच्छा होता था. But I don't know, this didn't feel like, maybe because I watched that as a kid without any exposure to much of like, ranges of animation. And now that I watch so many animes and I've seen a very distinct styles, now that I'm back on like, these cartoons, it doesn't just, I'm like, okay, I'm just here for the stories, I guess. So what was I saying? Wait, yeah, I think I got confused with myself. We were talking about Alfred Marshall and Adam Smith. We're gonna go into the rabbit hole later. You know what is going down the rabbit hole means, right? You better know it. Or you have Google, just use it. Don't be lazy ass, just Google, motherfucking Google. Why was I so excited and my brain was jammed when I was talking about 127 hours? Because I was talking about 127 hours of my podcast, and then I realized that quote and all that after all your life leads to somewhere. And how did I remember that? Because I was thinking about life, and then what is life and all, and then everything is connected and all. When I was watching Kurukshetra, I was like, there's so much in the name of dharam, they are only breaking dharam in aiming to dharam. Kinda contradictory. Like, there were so many instances. Like, I don't know if the Surya thing, which Arjun took a oath. Oh, you know Mahabharat, right? I don't complain if you don't know, and if you follow another religion, or you are just like atheist or something. Yeah, it was just like, yeah. And I was like, they are doing all of this because they are like, you want to protect Hinduism and all, and Bharat. He clearly mentioned Bharat, not Hinduism. My bad, my bad, mate. So I'm like, BJP is ruling, and PM is Narendra Modi. I don't need many words to explain what that means, right, Krishna? Krishna, you went all of that just to get this? Gee, yaar. I have so many doubts when I was watching that. And then the more that I search on the Google, and it's just everyone, it's like Chinese whisperers all over. It's like the truth get devious once it passes from one ear to the other ear. कि man, इसीलिए listening skills are important, and the ability to deliver it objectively without any bias and without with not altering anything. Yeah. I think AI also alters a lot. Yeah. I think I skipped many topics without even explaining them. And you know what's the funny part? Because I've tried six times, right? And when I try really hard. So I did record it for 30 minutes, 40 minutes and all. So I'm kind of confused that what did I mention this in the 4 episodes that I released, or the 6 attempts that I recorded in the past a week or something. So I don't know if you know certain things. I don't even know. If you don't know certain things, then I'm not talking about it with an assumption that I've discussed this in the previous episode or something. So yeah, you kind of know it, right? For the 6 attempts, I was like, nah, this is not. The first one was really good. The first one was potential podcast, but after that, I didn't felt I really knew it the moment I was reaching the 30 minutes or 40 minutes. I'm I think I'm not gonna upload this. I used to say that out loud, and then I used to just press discard without any hesitation. And I just realized that in the but there are certain bits in the six recordings, but I'm just too lazy to edit, or I have to listen to everything. But it's like this also, no, that you can't watch my listen to my podcast without knowing certain things, because I keep on jumping from topics. I like that. I don't have any complaint about that, because my podcast, my rules. So I can't cut the things. I should cutting so much and all. So I just discard it without any hesitation. Tin, 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 tin. Gas me up, give me motivation. This is all because my fucking cousins, they just whenever I go to my mama's place, they sing certain songs that I'm not familiar with, that are not right up to my alley, not my cup of tea. in my case, not my glass of lukewarm water. Yeah, I'm lukewarm water representative. I identify myself as a lukewarm water representative, in brackets, with honey and lemon. Duh. Close brackets. Yeah, use your parentheses as well. Yeah, whatever. So, yeah, and they just they just sing those. But this is something, a very good marketing technique that one should follow. That without any you just yeah you don't know. I mean, because I didn't disclose it. Let me just sit down. I'm just walking from like 1.5 hour. I just sat down. Okay. Yeah, I'm on terrace. तो क्या बोल रही थी मैं? Yeah, so whenever my brother has this thing, like he enforces people to do certain, like he'll be like Nikila, why don't you try that? Nikila, why don't you do this? He just talks about it so much, and he'll be like, do that, do that, do that. And you feel like, bro, get out and let me watch, let me watch my thing. So but he just started playing chess so much. When I was a kid, I used to hate chess, and he used to force me so much to play with him. But I used to be like, I used to just act like I'm thinking for 10 minutes. Then I used to be like, just make myself lose so that the game will be ending easier. But that motherfucker, okay, I can't even call him motherfucker because we have same mother. Sorry, my bad. So he used to force me, no, you gotta think, like, how can you gotta tell me what will be the best move in this. What will be the best move? I'm out. I'm like Namita and I'm out. But what will be the best move? Me flipping up the entire board in your face. But he started playing chess so much on his phone, and he used to just he used to just play by himself. And then you just this is also some theory, there ये भी कुछ था economics के first chapter में. After these definitions, we used to have this. I really like economics. When I took commerce, no, I didn't even know कि there commerce will be like this, accounts and economics, very new subjects, right? Out of all of those, I like everyone करते. Accounts was good, समझ में नहीं आ रहा था, but it's like समझ में नहीं आ रहा था, logic भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा था, but you kind of know the rules and you play by it. If you really ask why do you put that in T-shape format and all, if you double down every fucking question, not double down, I'm what is it called, it's a kuch adgadam name antaru. If you really question everything that happened, oh, bat, there's this one particular bat which just flies in one particular direction. I don't know if it is the same bat, but I'm assuming it is the same bat because it knows the direction. Do bats share information? I mean, I'm suppose are bats social animals or loners? A jaguar is a loner, right? Yeah, I don't know, but it just flies around. And is it just me? It's just me getting distracted with bats and all. Man, I'm so happy with my Did I told you about my algorithm? I think I talked. I'm confused कि ये पिछले जो ट्राई करने वाली पॉडकास्ट में बोली नहीं तो अब बोली. But anyways, yeah. So what was it? Yeah, but he started playing so much. Then I started playing recently, since some months that I have been consistent in chess. I mean, not much efficient, or not much of a good player. Look, guys, self-awareness and appreciation or like whatever self-love, that is, they are two different things. Okay, don't delude yourself thinking that both are same. uh, but like we will start playing so much without advertising or like without implying that on our cousins. So our cousins started playing, like, they started showing interest. So if someone this was a affair, it's called, उसका नाम भी डी से स्टार्ट होता था. लाइक यू सी सम अदर पीपल परचेज, यू ऑल्सो परचेज कि मुझे भी चाहिए करके. Yeah, economics is a good subject. Because why I like it so much, because it is very easy to connect with, you know. Accounts is also like a math, like it have a connection, but at the same time you gotta like it have, yeah, much relationship with max also, but you gotta keep it connected with the accounting rules, and you gotta think why that accounting rule was laid, you know, because you gotta think it from the earlier point of view. Was I discussing about stocks in this podcast? If no, then move on, and if yes, still move on. It's like X. Okay, you just move on from your ex. No friends with X, please. I mean, yeah, there might be like some mutual breakup, but at the same time, I think much of the problems will be solved when you feel bored or you want some affirmation or just a conversation, not going back to the past people and you just move on to the new people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do observe yourself, right? When you are younger, you will be with certain group of friends, and that flux will be changed. Like there's gonna be flux at every point of life. Flux is like change in social circles and something. Okay, yeah. I'm just saving your energy also. You observe that I was all golden retriever, like woof woof. Now I'm like woof woof. Because I just sat down. And I'm like, dude, one day of just fasting changed my body so much. I could, like, I used to bench, okay, not much of a, क्या बोलते, significance, no, not much of like not much impressive, but I used to bench at least like 2 reps with 17.5. Today I was trying to bench 15 kgs के साथ 6 reps. I just, it just failed me, like for first time I tried, it failed me at like 5 reps. Second time I tried, it just failed me at 4 reps. Nah. The other day I was talking to this girl. No, should I share my gym stories now? I don't know why am I gatekeeping so much about my gym stories. It's 52. Should I make this the Lenly Fucky X podcast? I was supposed to be studying. My mom will be asking right when I enter the room. She'll be like, yeah, this only you do. Go to gym, come home, sleep, eat, and don't study. I mean, we had Shivratri, and then on the night of Shivratri, I was like, if I'll be here, there's not much that I can do, and I was very fed up with phone. Because Shivratri was like full independence, like you don't have to take tension of anything in future or nothing. You just gotta concentrate that you indulge in activities and you forget about your hunger. But this time I'll give you the review report of Shivratri. It was very easy this time to fast that much, because I've observed that my usually my hunger pangs start from 1 o'clock or around 12ish. Okay, and then you know what, वो भी फोर्स हंगर पैंग्स है, मुझे खा लेनी चाहिए ताकि मुझे भूख नहीं लगे बाद में. इट इज़ मोर लाइक दैट. इट इज़ नॉट लाइक मुझे भूख लग रहा है. This is what I was watching, this video or something, and he was like, just eat when the fuck you're feeling hungry. Like whenever you're feeling it, what are this like lunch should be done at this particular time? No, right? Whenever your ghrelin releases, eat that time. Before the leptin releases, just eat when your ghrelin releases. These are the hormones which release. Ghrelin will release when you have that bhook, like when you start getting rats in your stomach. It's just ghrelin. And leptin is something where it it's after the satiation of the hunger. So yeah, so yeah, and then I observed that after a meal I have to have some munchies, but that really gone now. It used to happen a lot. Like after a meal, I'm like searching for snacks, something like you can just keep on biting. I feel that is kuchisabishi. Kuchi is like mouth and sabishi is like lonely. So this is a word. This is a word of in Jap. This is a word in Japanese which means like your mouth is lonely. That's why you just want to bite it. It's like binge watching. Okay, but I feel like kuchi sabishi is much more relatable than saying binge eating. Because I'm not binging, but I'm really eating because I want to move my mouth. That's what she is. That's what he said actually. As you know, no podcast. Oh, I think I introduced my podcast with that particular dialogue. Yes, my memory is back. So now I'm suddenly like blank. That mission which shows you the heart rate. I think I've googled it so many times, but I still forget. Like uh, I think I didn't told you the word which feels like which doesn't go with the meaning. It's gorgeous. Like when I heard it for the first time, I know I didn't heard it. I kind of read it. I mean, I was reading the book, and I read it out loud. Oh, oh, gang. My brother interrupted, and I finally learned how to pause, resume, and in my voice recording application. So yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah, and I heard my English teacher say that. I was like, gorgeous. These people didn't bother to explain the words of the meaning. My at least my primary English teacher didn't introduce much of the words, and they didn't introduce the meanings of the words. And I was like, gorgeous. That's so I use gorgeous for the next certain amount of time till I know the meaning of it. I used gorgeous. I used to feel like gorgeous sounds like it just sounds like something bad, something like ew, the feeling ew. It's gorgeous. Now that I know the meaning, now that I've been hearing it for I'm 22, so you can calculate the time. This happened when I was very very young, like very very young. I was in third class or something. I used it so whenever something happened, I used to be like, ew, this gorgeous. So yeah. So I went to temple today. That's why I was telling you I was a good girl. I woke up again. I woke up in the middle of how come it's just second time I'm just singing? It's just same thing. I literally I don't even have to rehearse. It's like as scripted it is, but it's just my reflex. So uh I didn't got good sleep because the summer started. Guys, guys, the change in seasons, like that transition wala thode days of seasons, like before it, like before the winter turns into summer. I know there will be spring and all, but like that particular change, वो days थोड़े नहीं होते कि like वो change होने में time लगता है. Those are, it's like your body tries to adapt to the things and all. It's kind of like, when there's too much ice, and like people, if you see the eyes of the people there, they have this thing, like they have small eyes, and they have like the eyelashes protects them from the snow and all, and their eyebrows are something like that and all. I don't understand that logic with, does it snow in, I think it snows in Japan, I've seen it. Does it snow in Korea? I don't know. I'm trying to understand why their eyes are small then. Because much of the features that we have is because like evolution, right? Right. Or like because of the climatic, geographic conditions that we have. Mm. I downloaded Draupadi, the first daughter of India. I wanted to read this book a long back, like when I had Facebook. There was this, akka. You know what akka means? If you don't know akka, what are you doing, bro? You're in India only, or if you're from abroad, hi, hola. So she was the first person who got 10 by 10 when like CGPA was introduced. Earlier it was marks, like bro, marks are brutal. Like you getting it is out of 600, right? Okay, so I don't remember what happened, but I mean what I was talking about, but yeah, there's so many interruptions because my brother is moving out. Yay! Yeah, now I'll be officially the only child. Finally, my dream come true. uh, but not like big move out. It is like temporary, not even temporary. I don't. Okay, let me not get started. I really don't wanna jinx. Touch wood. Yeah. So yeah, it's just my mom trying to control not to talk because I just asked her. I just moved in a room where she is, and I'm like, can you please stay quiet for the 5 minutes, and I'll just wrap up my podcast, my $1 million podcast, and I need absolute no disturbances. Yeah, I like I chalk out. I write so many ideas. Even now I have a like I I don't want to have animations idea all that. I think I don't have to share my business ventures with you guys because they're kind of like secrets, and secrets are supposed to be secrets because they are secrets. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not running out of topics, but I don't know when someone will bang open that door like a Colgate ad, and I don't know if you have to get a glimpse of that too. So yeah. On that note, I'm gonna sum up. And yep, that will be it for this. But yeah, if you reached here, what are you doing, bro? Are you obsessed or what? No, but I can't listen to someone yap this much unless they are as fun as me. I mean, though. But yup. mm, yeah, actually, do let me know if you're listening. Can I get a attendance sheet? So that For the next podcast, I do have certain topics to talk about. The gym stories that I've been there you go. you now you know the activity I've gave you an activity. I'm gonna make you a perfect pitch person, and I can hear some noises approaching my door, and it can be bang open any moment. So before she asks me toothpaste lopunda, I'm gonna take my leave. Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road, and I'm far till the king no more. I got the horses in the back, horse daggers attached. Hat is man black, I got boots that got a match. Riding on a horse, yeah, you can with the Porsche. I've been up on Wiley on the, you've been on the perch now. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell. Wow, it's kinda endearing that my mom is trying not to make any noise with the bird, and I'm just carefully putting it in. So yeah, I'm not gonna torment her too much and just give her the freedom that she deserves. Mother slaves, queen got a queen. So yeah, bye bye. Boop.